Have you ever found out the person you trusted most was lying to you? I died on my 22nd birthday. My own sister, Sophia, pushed me from the top of the stairs in our family home. But when I opened my eyes, I was 18 again. The year was 4 years before my death. And Sophia was sitting beside my bed, smiling her sweet, fake smile. "Good morning, little sister," she said. "Did you sleep well?" I remembered everything. I remembered her hands on my back. I remembered the cold look in her eyes. I remembered falling. Now, I had a second chance. But she was already watching me. Did she know I remembered? My heart was beating fast. I had to be careful. I had to pretend nothing was wrong. This was my secret. This was my new life. And this time, I would not let her win. My name is Elena. 4 years ago, I died. My sister, Sophia, pushed me down the stairs in our old family home. It was my birthday. She wanted the inheritance. She wanted everything our parents left us. But I woke up. I was 18 again. It was the year before everything went wrong. I was in my childhood bedroom. The same pink walls. The same old bookshelf. Sophia was there, smiling at me. "You look pale, Elena," she said. Her voice was soft. But I knew the truth behind that voice. In my first life, I trusted her completely. I told her all my secrets. I never saw the betrayal coming. This time was different. I knew her plan. She wanted to get close to me. She wanted to find the family heirloom. Our mother's diamond necklace. It was hidden somewhere in the house. Sophia believed it was the key to a large sum of money. In my first life, I found it by accident. I showed it to her. 2 weeks later, I was dead. Now, I had to find it first. But I had to be smart. Sophia was watching my every move. I smiled back at her. "I just had a strange dream," I said. I needed to act normal. I needed time to think. Where did I find the necklace last time? It was in the attic, inside an old wooden box. I had to get there before she did. But how could I go to the attic without her following me? She never let me out of her sight. I decided to create a distraction. "Sophia, can you make me some tea?" I asked. "My stomach hurts." She looked at me for a long moment. Her eyes were sharp. Then she smiled again. "Of course, little sister. Rest here." She left the room. I waited until I heard her footsteps going down the stairs. Then I got up. My legs were shaking. I had to hurry. I walked quietly to the hallway. The attic door was at the end of the hall. But just as I reached for the handle, I heard a noise behind me. Someone was there. I turned around fast. It was only our old housekeeper, Mrs. Petros. She was carrying clean towels. "Elena, what are you doing?" she asked. "You should be in bed." My heart was pounding. I needed a good excuse. "I was looking for my old diary," I said. "I want to write in it again." Mrs. Petros smiled. She had worked for our family since we were children. She was kind. But she also talked to Sophia a lot. I had to be careful. "The attic is dusty, child," she said. "Let me help you." I could not say no. We went up the narrow stairs together. The attic was dark and full of old furniture. Dust floated in the air from the small window. I remembered the wooden box. It was behind a large mirror, under some old blankets. I walked toward it. My hands were shaking. But when I moved the blankets, the box was not there. It was gone. Panic hit me like ice water. Someone had already taken it. Had Sophia found it already? In my first life, it was here. What changed? Mrs. Petros saw my face. "Are you all right, Elena?" she asked. I forced a smile. "I am fine. I just remembered I put it somewhere else." We went back downstairs. My mind was racing. If Sophia had the necklace, she would use it. She would try to sell it. Or worse, she would use the money to hurt me. I had to find out the truth. At dinner that night, our whole family was together. Our father, our brother Nikos, and Sophia. Sophia was laughing and talking. She looked so innocent. But I watched her hands. She kept touching her pocket. Was the necklace in there? After dinner, I followed her to her room. I stood outside the door. I could hear her talking on the phone. "Yes, I have it," she said. "Meet me tomorrow at the old bridge. Bring the money." My blood went cold. She was selling our mother's necklace. She was selling our family's heirloom. I had to stop her. But if I confronted her, she might try to hurt me again. I needed a plan. I went to my room and locked the door. I sat on my bed and thought. In my first life, I was alone. No one believed me when I tried to tell the truth about Sophia. But this time, I had my brother Nikos. He was always fair. He loved our mother. He would not want her necklace sold. I decided to tell him everything. But would he believe me? And what if Sophia found out I was listening? The next morning, I found Nikos in the garden. He was drinking coffee. He was 25, tall, with dark hair like our father. He was the heir to our family's small business. Sophia always resented him for it. I sat down next to him. My hands were cold. "Nikos, I need to tell you something important," I said. He looked at me. His eyes were serious. "What is it, Elena?" I took a deep breath. I told him about the necklace. I told him I heard Sophia on the phone. I told him she was selling it. I did not tell him about my rebirth. He would think I was crazy. Nikos listened quietly. When I finished, he was silent for a long time. Then he said, "I believe you." I almost cried with relief. "Sophia has been strange for months," he said. She asked about the will. She asked about the inheritance. Father does not know. We made a plan together. We would go to the old bridge that night. We would catch Sophia in the act. That evening, we told our father we were going to a movie. Instead, we drove to the bridge. It was an old stone bridge over a dry river. The moon was bright. We hid behind some trees. We waited. After an hour, a car arrived. A man got out. He was tall and wore a dark coat. Then Sophia came from the other side. She was carrying a small bag. "Do you have the money?" she asked the man. "Let me see the necklace first," he said. Sophia opened the bag. The moonlight hit the diamonds. It was our mother's necklace. I felt sick. Nikos stepped out from the trees. "Sophia," he shouted. She turned. Her face went white. "What are you doing here?" she screamed. "This is not what it looks like." But the man saw trouble. He grabbed the bag from her hands and ran to his car. He drove away fast. Sophia was left standing alone. She looked at Nikos. Then she looked at me. Her face changed. The sweet smile was gone. Her eyes were full of hate. "You," she whispered. "You did this. You always ruin everything." She started to walk toward me. But Nikos stood between us. "It is over, Sophia," he said. "We are calling Father." Sophia stopped. She looked at us both. Then she laughed. It was a cold, empty sound. "You think this is over," she said. "You have no idea what I know." She turned and walked into the darkness. We did not follow her. Nikos called our father. The truth came out. Sophia was sent away to live with our aunt. The necklace was gone. But I was alive. I had changed my fate. Or so I thought. Sophia was gone from our home. Life became calm. I thought I had won. I thought I had rewritten my story. But 1 month later, a letter arrived. It was from Sophia. Inside was a single photograph. It was a picture of me, sleeping in my bed. Taken from inside my room. On the back, she had written, "I know your secret too, little sister. I know you remember." My blood ran cold. She knew. She knew about my rebirth. How was that possible? Did she also get a second chance? Or had she always known? I stood in my room, holding the photo. I looked at the window. It was locked. But for how long? I learned something important from this story. Trust is a precious thing. When someone breaks it, the wound never fully heals. Even if you get a second chance, the shadows of the past can still find you. But you must be brave. You must face the truth. And you must never, ever give up. Because sometimes, the person you need to save the most is yourself. Thank you for listening to my story. Remember to subscribe for a new story every day.